As a card game player, half the fun of playing the game is expressing yourself with different accessories like deck boxes, card sleeves, or memory markers. So in this video, we're going to be looking at my top picks for Digimon TCG accessories. The first item I want to talk about today is deck boxes from LA 3D Print Shop on Etsy. These are styled after the V-Pets in Japan, and you can kind of find them here in the States. But these are super cool. They're 3D printed deck boxes. They come in single sleeve and double sleeve capacities, and they've just got this little slide cover on the top here. Each of these deck boxes does come with these little memory marker rings that can go over top of a memory counter to keep track of what your memory's at. And normally they do come, look at this one here. These tops are just see-through and you can poke your finger through it. So my only gripe with these is that I wanted something that had a little bit of a solid window. So on my Minerva one, I took a little like top loader sleeve and I cut it to shape, and you can see I can't stick my finger through this because I just glued a top loader into this ridge here. So if I had any one piece of feedback I could give for these deck boxes, if you put this ridge just a little bit lower down, so there's a little bit more clearance, it gives just enough space for you to glue a top loader down and not get in the way of this track or the deck's box cover itself. The pricing is a little bit different for single sleeve and double sleeve. The single sleeve boxes are, I believe, $17.99, and the double sleeve are $18.99. But LA 3D Print Shop was kind enough to offer us a 20% off code for anybody who watches this video. So if you use the code TDS20 on their Etsy store, you can get 20% off one of these deck boxes. I really, really love these. I actually have 4 of them now. So I've got this white and black one. I've got a blue and black one. I've got the Minervamon one. And I've got one for my Chaos Gallantmon deck that I just took the top off and haven't put on yet. I'm probably going to be modding all of these with that little plastic cover thing with the top loader. But I definitely recommend these. I think it's a great way to express yourself. There's nothing cooler than feeling like I have my own little like V-Pet and then playing cards with it. I'm a super huge fan. They also sent me out this cool memory marker tray. I don't know if they're going to be putting them for sale on their site or if they have them or not, but it's just a little memory counter, and you take these memory tray things that they gave you and it just goes in the middle there. The only criticism I have for this is I wish that these slots were maybe just a little bit wider and a little bit deeper, because you can see it's a little bit hard to kind of nail down what you're going for there between like 2 and 4 and 4 and 6. So I could see that being a little bit annoying. I still think this is super cool. So definitely recommend them. Go ahead and use our code TDS20 to get 20% off. And we'll move on to the next thing. The next thing I want to talk about is proxies. So lots of people, totally fine. If you can't afford a card, you can proxy it. If you're playing not in a tournament, I think that's totally acceptable. Some cards are really good and they are really impactful, and it feels bad to play without them, like Death Exmon or Shine Greymon Rune Mode. You can print them out. That's totally fine. But if you want something higher quality, you can get high quality proxies made by Papega Proxies on Etsy. They also have their own website on papegaproxies.com. And I really, really like these. I think the font is really crispy. It doesn't look like a fake card. If you know these cards, they are usually textured. They're not just flat foils like these are. So you know that these are fake. They're not real. And you're not going to be fooling anybody with that. But they feel like a real card. They look real. They have a nice bit of thickness to them. And for, I think on their website, they're $7.37 each. This is not a bad price for a proxy, especially if you're just going to one-of Death Exmon, or if there's an art that you want that you can't afford. Like this Gallantmon Crimson Mode, this thing's like $1,000. Am I going to pay $1,000 for this card? No. But am I going to pay $7 for a proxy of an art that I really, really like? Yeah, why not? Omega Proxies also was kind enough to give us a coupon code as well. So if you use the code DeathSlinger5, you can get 5% off of their Etsy page or their store page. There shouldn't be an expiration date for that one. So I definitely recommend that you give them a look. I think they're super worth it. They have all kinds of art, like the National Championship store Goramon. I think there's the very first National Championship Greymon. You can get the like Ghost art, Alphamons, Death Exmons. They have alt arts for some regular cards. So that code DeathSlinger5 will get you 5% off any of their Digimon products. So I definitely recommend you give them a look. Next, I want to talk about memory markers. Digimon's a unique game in the sense that we have a memory system, and you can use whatever you want to keep track of that memory. So I like Captain Cinnamon on Etsy. They make these little Digimon memory markers out of clay. They are hand painted, and they are super cool. The pricing is not bad. It's like 20 bucks for one of these guys. And and I asked them for a custom Guilmon one because I am a huge black Guilmon fan. And they do offer a regular Guilmon, but they were willing to paint up a Guilmon in black for me. So they're super responsive to messages. They've always been super friendly. I've asked them a couple of questions sometimes, like, "Hey, where's my order?" Like, been 2 weeks and it hasn't moved or anything, and they're just like, "Yep, this is what's happening. I'm working on it. I'll be, shipping it out soon." They're really responsive, and I love that. And I love that if I'm playing Dorumon, I have a little Dorumon here that keeps track of my memory marker. So nothing feels better than that. Again, I guess it kind of just ties into that feeling of like I'm playing Digimon. I'm playing with my digital pets, but in real life, I guess, with the card game. So if you're a huge nerd and you really like your favorite Digimon, I definitely recommend Captain Cinnamon. No coupon code for them, but they're still fantastic, and I recommend them wholeheartedly. Hey guys, Peter from the future here. So Captain Cinnamon did reach out, and they did offer a coupon code a little bit after I recorded this video. So if you use coupon code TEAMDS on Etsy for their store page, you can get 10% off of your order. So go ahead and check them out, give them some love, and pick yourself up a little Digimon memory marker. The last of my favorites for Digimon card game products has definitely got to be Usagi Draws. They have a website. I don't know if they have an Etsy page, but they do things like card sleeves. I really, 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 really like these. Most of their card sleeves do have a shiny interior, and then you have your art on the back, and then the side will be a color. You probably can't see it on this, but this has a green side. The color on the side does wear out pretty fast. You'll start to see that silver shine through, but I still think that these are super nice. I believe they're like $10 a pack, which is not bad at all. And then their deck boxes. These guys, these are crazy. I don't know if you can see that. That is an engraved Gallantmon with, I believe, the DC-01 alt art. And if we open this bad boy up, we have this like gold art. And they have a whole line of deck boxes they do. They're not all like this. Some of these arts are like, they look like they're hand-drawn and printed on the inside of these boxes. And then the dice tray is removable. You can fit I believe it fits up to 100 single sleeve, something like that. This is a double sleeve deck, so it takes up most of the space. I have a sideboard in there. And then they also, if we look in the little dice pouch, they make dice. So I have my little Gallantmon dice in here with my Chaos Gallantmon deck in the fancy Chaos Gallantmon box. And they've got a whole bunch of other deck boxes. The thing about their deck boxes is you usually do have to order them when they're announced because they do sell out pretty fast and they don't usually restock them. But they've got playmats, they've got deck boxes, dice, sleeves. Most of their designs are really, really fantastic. If I didn't own so much Usagi Draw stuff already, I'd be buying more, just because it's so stellar looking, and the material and the quality is always fantastic. So I recommend you give them a look as well. And that's it. Those are my favorite brands to shop from when I'm looking for Digimon TCG accessories. Again, I think it's so cool that we have a card game that allows us to express ourselves in so many different ways with creative deck boxes and awesome playmats, awesome dice, awesome sleeves, memory markers, memory gauges, all that stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again to Pepega Proxies and LA 3D Print Shop for the coupon codes. Hopefully you guys get some use out of that and you can snag yourself some deck boxes, some proxies. Thanks again for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.